Hello everyone, how you going? Welcome back to What Could Go Wrong, the place where people just clearly do not think about all the possible outcomes, or really just any possible outcomes about what their actions might be. But anyway, let's jump straight into it, shall we? So then, starting off with what could go wrong trying to steal an old man's car in Chile. Geez, you gotta love what could go wrong for the fact that it kind of lets you know what's gonna happen, but you just have no idea what is truly gonna happen. Or what the hell? How has someone just whipped out that much cling wrap? Whoa, that is a serious treatment for trying to steal a car. I mean, I guess it's kind of in a way justified, but at the same time, I've never seen that before. It looks as though it's been webbed up by, I don't know, Spider-Man or a massive spider, if nothing else. But no, as much as I was just saying that I love the fact that you kind of know but you kind of don't know at the same time, for this video I would almost just have loved to have not been told what was going on here, and you just suddenly, you're just like, okay, what's going on in this video, and then all of a sudden they turn a camera around to see just a guy absolutely just cling wrapped to a post. Because hey, it certainly took me off guard either way, but I just feel as though it'd just be another level if you just didn't have any context of the entire thing. You'd just be confused if nothing else. But no, it just raises so many questions about the entire thing. How did they just kind of get him into that position in the first place? I mean, I can only assume that he didn't exactly go willingly into that position, so maybe it took a few people, but at the same time, just how is he just unable to move? And really, where did the cling wrap come from? Did they use 2 rolls, 3 rolls, 1 roll? How much roll is there? And also, I guess the real question is just how long did they leave him there for? Did they call the police, or they just went, you know what, I think he's actually just going to serve his time just in the cocoon of cling wrap? And I mean, I say that because it certainly doesn't seem as though anyone's very concerned about the entire situation. I mean, obviously everyone knows what's going on, or really they probably just did it to him, but at the same time, it is just such a strange thing to just be driving past. Imagine just seeing that as you drive down the road. You just be going, well, I'm not getting involved in that. I don't want anything to do with that, because if that's what these people do, no, don't sign me up for that one. But no, what can I say? I guess it is definitely a what could go wrong, and really it's just absolutely swift justice. I mean, I don't know if I can kind of endorse this kind of thing. You certainly should not just go around cling wrapping people to post, but then again, it definitely does make for some pretty nice swift revenge. You don't have to wait around for any kind of law enforcement. So yeah, this guy definitely didn't think about what could go wrong, and really I don't think anyone could have predicted that people would have whipped out the cling wrap to do that to you. What could go wrong? Throwing rocks on random cars. Oh, who's just gonna get fed up? Here we go. Okay, wait, what the hell? That was a hell of a throw. Oh, is this person just gonna turn around? I mean, I love the fact that this person is just kind of just filming this entire thing. They're not intervening, not doing anything. They just want to see something. Here we go. This guy just keeps tracking rocks. I mean, this person, oh no, this person is gonna, okay then, look at this. Oh, okay, whoa, okay, that certainly won't be very YouTube friendly, and so I'm gonna have to kind of cut that entire thing out, but I certainly feel as though, given the context of the entire video, you can kind of just fill in the gaps, so to say. But no, that is one hell of a thing. I mean, I wouldn't exactly put this on the same level of endorsement as the last one. This one is definitely a no-go. I mean, also, if nothing else, for the fact that obviously this guy was trying to not get his car wrecked by the rocks and really ended up kind of probably denting his car. But in saying that, I can certainly agree that this guy did not think about what could go wrong when he just started pegging rocks, and really that first one looked quite big. It almost left a shadow across the ground. So yeah, I can only imagine that both of these people were probably not having the best of days. I mean, I don't really understand why anyone would be kind of throwing rocks at cars. You definitely just have to be hating the world in some regard. But then again, for the guy in the car, that is definitely just a complete overreaction that really, if he just kept driving, he would have been completely unscathed. But this person just decided to turn around and deliver their own swift justice, I guess. And so to be honest, I feel as though this is 2 people that probably had a what could go wrong kind of situation. That person, I can only imagine, would have been sued, or something would have gone wrong in terms of them as well. And so really, either way, you're totally not in the right. And all in all, whether or not you're the person inside the car or the person outside of the car, you're probably not coming off unscathed, whether that's through money, whether that's through your body, whatever it may be. Just none of these actions are very recommended. Maybe, like I said, you just have to kind of think things through a bit before you go and do that. What could go wrong assuming a foreigner doesn't know the local language? Oh, okay, what are we going to have? Whoa, okay, then that is certainly a hell of a sentence to be saying, I have no idea what language they are speaking. Okay, well, there we go, it's in Vietnamese. But no, the entire situation, it would just be so awkward. You're just kind of standing there trying to order a drink, and then all of a sudden you just hear it. And really, a part of you would just go, yes, I'm so glad that I know it. And I guess the other part of it would just be going, oh, it's just disappointing at the same time. But no, I feel as out of everything that they could have said, that is definitely nothing that I would have expected. I mean, I might have expected something a little bit more targeted towards someone in particular, not just a global issue in the grand scheme of things. I mean, in saying that, I have to give it to him in terms of how they handle it and everything. He just kind of turns around, goes, are you embarrassed yet? And then just goes right back to what he's doing. Doesn't arc up, doesn't do anything. He just makes sure that she knows exactly what just happened and really doesn't let her get away with it. I mean, I can only imagine that there seems to be a little kid there, and so maybe she's talking to her daughter or whoever the little kid is. But at the same time, that is certainly not an excuse. You can't just go around saying that. And really, like this entire post proves, you never know who might be speaking a language that you're speaking. So I guess in saying that, unless you just doesn't really care about the entire situation, she probably wouldn't do the same thing again, just for the fear of just getting caught out again. So I guess if these people just need to be taught a lesson, or I guess one person at a time, then really there's no harm in that. It's only just as a little bit annoying, and certainly shouldn't have to be a problem to deal with. But hey, I guess every single one is just a step in the right direction. And really, like I said, as these 2 guys, so as that one guy, main guy, he would just be feeling so proud of himself for learning the language and just really going, you know what, I can now just listen to every conversation that you're having about me. It would just be like a power trip in a way, but also then you can actually intervene if you need to. And hey, look, I'm sure that 9 times out of 10, if you actually confront these people people, I guess if you actually are able to confront these people, they'll just go, oh, sorry, no, it's just meant to be a joke, don't worry about it, you know, it was just, no, you were never meant to hear it, and really, yeah, that's exactly the point, you know, you were trying to make a joke at my own expense, and really, regardless of whether people can understand you, regardless of whether you know or not, realistically, it just should not matter, because especially when you're kind of bringing up things like that lately, at the same time, I just don't really feel as though, as well, it's just one, very nice for starters, but then two, just kind of appropriate in any circumstance. So look, what can I say, I'm just loving these videos this month, because we are absolutely getting swift justice on every single one. You know, this lady, I mean, we don't get to really see her face once she's embarrassed, but I can only assume that she would have been pretty embarrassed about the entire situation, and really just take these guys as an educational resource, because like I said, they just handled it so purely and simply and just smoothly. It is absolutely fantastic. You had one job. Now this one said it was a repost, and so we'll see if we've seen it before. I am definitely feeling as though I've seen something. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I've seen this exact one before, but I've definitely seen something like it. And yeah, you just literally have one job and you stuffed it up. I mean, I guess to be fair, if you do dissect it down a little bit more, she did have two jobs. She had to not be in the way and also hold the ribbon, and she somehow managed to get 100 success fail rate. So yeah, obviously it doesn't kind of change the outcome regardless of how many jobs you have, but still just the fact that she could not have been more in the way and also just not held the ribbon anymore. I mean, hey, in saying that, of course the entire thing was accidental. She just went, oh no, as the ribbon got ripped out of her hand, and then she tries to get back out of the way. So really, she wasn't trying to be malicious in any way. She was actually trying to get back out of the way, but just did not time it right at all. But no, like I was saying, and I guess like I said, it could be a repost, and so I don't know if I've seen this one on this sub before, maybe I've seen it somewhere else, but I definitely know I've seen exactly this post before, because to be honest, I certainly feel as though it's quite a memorable situation where someone stuffs up to that extent. Like I said, 100% failure rate, you can't get any worse. But hey, I guess regardless of whether or not I've seen it on this sub or just another sub or just generally I've seen it before, either way, I hope that everyone in this entire situation was alright. You know, the athletes didn't get too hurt, they didn't break anything, they were able to run the next race and everything like that, and also just that lady didn't get completely cleaned up. I mean, they certainly seemed to come running in to save her. No one else seems to kind of care about the athletes, which is kind of surprising. But even though I imagine that it would be quite difficult to kind of forgive yourself for making that mistake, at the same time, I hope that you got to do it again, because I can only imagine that you would want to kind of hold a ribbon one time in your life. You know, you might be a little bit petrified to hold it ever again, but at the same time, it's pretty cool to kind of hold the thing, go, yes, there you go, everyone finished. And so I guess for the first time this month, I'm just gonna have to say chin up, because like I said, she certainly didn't mean it. The entire thing was accidental. You know, it's not like someone trying to steal a car, or it's nothing like someone throwing rocks. Really, the entire thing is just an unfortunate mistiming. Excuse me. Now this is what I was talking about in terms of when your title doesn't explode. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on, what? That was just way too quick. I didn't even get to say what I was going to say in terms of, like I said, I would just love for some of them to give no context, because that one just hit like a steam train. Man, from sushi to a peach, and then you go no to the puppy, but then the big dog goes, oh man, this is my time to shine. I'm just going to step up to the plate and take the whole pizza. Really, I just love the mountain of different layered screams in there from everyone going, no, no, excuse me, and then someone just screaming in the background while someone's laughing. The entire situation is just so intense. And to be honest, even though it is a perfectly cut scream, at the same time, I just wish I knew the outcome, and this video just ended too soon in a way, because if nothing else, I would just love to see what happened to the pizza. Did the dog run off with it? Did it actually manage to get a slice? I mean, but actually the dog isn't doing anything wrong. It's just the fact that the pizza isn't cut through enough for it to be able to just cleanly rip a slice off, and so maybe it's just a reflection on Domino's if nothing else, but no, the entire thing is just funny. Obviously, looking at the pizza, it is quite a cheesy pizza, and so it's certainly just going to bite, and so the entire thing is just going to turn it into a frisbee, and so you can't blame the dog for wanting to take it in that regard. You know, it's just a giant flavored frisbee if nothing else. And look, like I said, the dog was just trying to take one slice of pizza, and so maybe the rest of the pizza would actually be fine. You know, you just have to give it its one slice and then it'll be fine. You just put it back in the box and everyone can enjoy it. And also, I must admit that out of everything that we've been shown here, from the sushi to the pizza and everything, I think that I would actually rather that the dog takes the pizza and not the sushi. One, for the fact that it is probably just cheaper, because sushi is expensive and pizza kind of isn't, especially from Domino's. And secondly, if you actually are craving pizza, I feel as though you could probably get a pizza there much faster than you can get sushi there. And so look, I think all things considered, even if there was a few horrific screams in the background, I reckon they would have been fine, and you know, they certainly would have gone hungry for the night or anything like that. But I guess if there was anything to take away from this very brief video, it is the fact that you should probably just train your dogs to not just be stealing food right from under your nose. I mean, they certainly know and they will certainly love to, but at the same time, it just isn't really how the power dynamic should be working within that family. And so yeah, just kind of not giving them the pizza and just give them a slice instead. Practicing basketball on your way home. Where is the basketball going to go? Is it going to go down a drain? Is it going to go through a car's window? Oh, no. Oh, whoa, that went way worse than I expected to. Whoa, I just expected to be kind of run over by a car when it started going that direction, not for a motorbike to be cleaned up by it. Wow. Man, that just went from 0 to 100 real quick though. I mean, I can only imagine that the motorcyclist tried to swivel around the ball and it just was really difficult to kind of judge where it was going because it's coming directly perpendicular to your way. But it really is just an absolutely freak accident. It's not like there's just mountains of bikes going all around him. It looks as though it's the middle of the night, judging by the shadows and the lighting. And so maybe this guy's just kind of walking home, you know, he's bouncing his ball. For goodness sake, he's even on the road, not even on the footpath. That's how much traffic is around. And so for everything to be aligned with the fact that he was just bouncing his ball, it hit the curb and managed to perfectly roll at the same time that the cyclist came through, really, that is just an unlucky situation. situation to be in, and I don't really feel as though it's a what could go wrong in that way, you know. Similar to the Ribbon Lady, it certainly wasn't meant to be done, and it's not like the last dogs where it was absolutely done on purpose. No, this entire thing was just an unfortunate series of events. I mean, I guess judging by how far they slid, it certainly doesn't seem as though they were traveling very far, but it would have been a hell of a stack, and really the fact that the second pillion passenger landed on top of the rider as well, the entire thing would certainly just be a crazy situation to suddenly have a basketball take you out. It's like, how did you crash? Oh, was it a car? Was it a pedestrian, cyclist? No, it was a basketball. How the hell did you hit a basketball, or where did it come from? Who knows? And like I said, this was just so much more than I ever anticipated. You know, when he was walking along the road, I expected the basketball to kind of be flattened by a car, and he would have gone, oh, okay, that's a little bit of a shame, but I guess that's what it is. At least I didn't get hit by the car. But this one, it's just, well, look at the complete opposite of that, isn't it? Because for goodness sake, we can even see the basketball is still rolling away, where meanwhile the bike is certainly not rolling anymore. And so I guess all you could be is apologetic. You know, he certainly doesn't seem to be running down there, but at the same time, everyone seems to be alright. And even though I can certainly see that it would have been a very awkward situation, the fact that everything just lined up and the motorcyclist just hit the bike, I mean, really anything could happen. Like, what if a cat just suddenly ran across the road? The same thing could happen, but it probably would have been worse off for the cat. And so in saying that, I am certainly just in two minds about whether or not this is actually a true what could go wrong. On one hand, you kind of have a situation where the guy just went, okay, what could go wrong? Just walking my basketball, bouncing along the road. But at the same time, I guess that's exactly what could go wrong. You know, if anything happens where it just wasn't according to plan, I guess that is exactly what this sub is for. And so this definitely fits that criteria. What could go wrong moving the inconveniently placed wet floor sign? Oh, this is going to be someone breaking their back or something, isn't it? Oh no. Okay, yeah, that is definitely a little bit of an inconvenient sign placement. You know, you wouldn't want to just kind of trip into it. Oh, someone's going to come along right after, aren't they? Where is it? Where is it? Come on, show me the security footage. Show me the money. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, we actually managed to save the copies, I can only assume, but well done. I mean, I must say, I feel as though that sign placement would have been a little bit too late in terms of him slipping, but at the same time, like, maybe he would have taken a little bit of a wider girth, but no, it's good to see that he put it back. Here we go. He just, look at him go. That guy is just an upstanding member of the community, just always looking out for other people, and really, I feel as though both people thought they were actually in the right. You know, the other lady's just gone, oh, there's this sign here, I can't see any wet patches, so I'm just going to kind of remove it out of people's way. You know, this is a walkway, and this guy just obviously felt the full effects of not having that sign there, but no, the fact that it's just probably just going to go back and forth between leaning on that post and getting put straight back out. And also, in saying that, I've just realized that this is obviously security footage, and so I would just love to know who was the person that spotted this. I mean, it's one thing for it to happen, but for it to happen on camera and then for someone to notice, that's different. Really though, what I'm wondering the most about is how she did not see that sign in the first place. So, like, she literally kicks it over because she doesn't see it. I mean, I guess she's on her phone, but at the same time, like, how do you not see a giant fluoro yellow sign right in front of your feet? Like, that's the entire point of it, so you can see it. So I don't get how you kicked it. You know, I can understand if she kind of walked up to it and kind of startled herself and went, oh, I guess I shouldn't walk into the sign, but the fact that you actually walked into it and kicked it over, like, that is just ridiculous. I don't get how you get that close, or really just how you were that distracted and unaware of your entire situation. Really, she probably could have been robbed and she wouldn't have been aware of the entire situation, because it honestly looks as though she stares right at it right in before kicking it. And so yeah, the entire situation is very strange, but hey, you got to give credit to the other guy, because he just went, hang on a second, we don't need anyone breaking their backs like I thought someone might be doing, and really, or even just an ankle or anything. And so I guess really, if nothing else, the entire situation just shows that there are definitely two types of people in the world: people that go whoa and actually feel the effects of everyone else, and people that go, let's just move this thing that is meant to be there. Just opposing forces that are constantly working to equal each other out, and really, whether it's a wet floor sign or maybe just a shitty driver and a good driver, whatever it may be, there are just always people that are doing the right thing and people that aren't doing the right thing. I mean, I guess in this case it is certainly made it up of both, and like I said, it definitely kind of equals out in the end. But in terms of the what could go wrong situation here, and every single other one, it is definitely always the people that are kind of the negative kind of force in the world, aren't they? And so now finally, from the top of the line for what could go wrong, we have what could go wrong trying to open someone's door. Yes, the old doors are going to bite them back. What is going to happen? Here we go. Waiting and waiting. Oh, I'm seeing movement in cars and I never know what to expect. Hang on a second. Oh no. Wow, hang on a second. To be honest, I don't know how that fits in with YouTube and everything, but man, they certainly would not have expected that. I mean, if I do decide to blur it, the guy kind of took a baseball bat to the wrist, but at the same time, he certainly would not have expected that to happen. I mean, I don't really know how the guy knew that that was happening, but like we've experienced with a few of these posts, I certainly can't see these people doing that again. You know, he certainly just kind of sulks off after that happened, and really, I can only imagine that he's going to be licking his wounds the whole way home. But no, the entire thing is just so random. Like I said, I thought the door was going to somehow bite back at him or something, but for the guy to just kind of emerge out of the other door, whatever that door is, and just go to town, it's just so random. I mean, I guess I have to say that I don't condone this action, but at the same time, man, is that an effective way to not have people breaking into your house? Like, really, most people get beware of the dog, but this guy just needs beware of the bat. And thinking about it now, the guy would just have absolutely no idea what just happened. He'd go, my god, that would have hurt so much, but what just happened? Like, did I just get guillotined or what the hell? I can only imagine that he would have been running it over in his head for the rest of the day, and maybe the guy actually yelled something at him, so he went, oh, okay, I certainly knew it was a baseball bat. But either way, considering his arm takes up the entire seat, there is no way that he would have ever seen it coming, and I guess that's why it's most effective, isn't it? And also, just how often does this happen to the point where this guy just has a baseball bat ready and waiting in his front door to do this? Like, is this something that is happening every day? I mean, it kind of looks as though it's some kind of apartment complex, because I don't really know why you have two doors like that, or maybe this guy's just an absolute sentinel, he's just like the protector of the realm. But hey, I guess in saying that, I certainly cannot deny that it is a what could go wrong. You know, this guy's obviously just trying to get whatever he's going to be getting from that house, and so I would certainly have the uttermost confidence and say that he never expected that to happen. And so, wow, man, like I said, effective but not endorsed, and also just a kind of educational at the same time, because who knows what is going to be on the other side of the door. Like I said, it could be a dog, this time it was a bat, or maybe next time it's going to be a bazooka, who knows? You are never going to be able to tell in time, or really just even before it happens. So yeah, just do not attempt at home in any form. But anyway, in saying that, that is going to do it for the top of the month for What Could Go Wrong. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to do the YouTube algorithmic things down below. Let me know if you had a favorite post out of any of these. Other than that, we check out awesome posts all over Reddit, so make sure to check some of the other videos out now. Or hey, maybe even just want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.